So let's call up our VC address from Griffith University, Professor Ned Pankhurst. Professor Pankhurst is the DVC Research and Provost Gold Coast at Griffith University. His responsibilities for the university's research agenda, including the higher degree research profile, research commercialisation and the sustainability agenda for the university. So obviously we like this man a lot. In his role as Provost, he oversees operation and development of the university's biggest campus. Prior to commencing with Griffith, he worked at the University of Alba, the University of Auckland, the University of Tasmania and James Cook University, pursuing his interests in fish reproductive biology. Professor Pankhurst's current research interests lie in the reproductive physiology and endocrinology of fishes and the effects of climate change on fish reproduction. He's published widely in the field and routinely reviews for international journals. I'm very happy to welcome to the stage Professor Ned Pankhurst. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne, and you've no idea how soothing it is to come to a conference where there's a chill-out room. I think that's a wonderful concept. So look, on behalf of Griffith University, I'm delighted to be here as your host for today's discussions and to welcome you again to the ACTS conference. Like many universities, Griffith has been increasingly active in the sustainability space in recent times, but it's not something that we've only just discovered. In fact, we've been engaged in the sustainability agenda for longer than most. Last year, Griffith celebrated its 40th birthday. We think of ourselves as a middle-aged university, early middle age. And we also celebrated the fact that for all of those 40 years, we've embraced the principles of sustainability. In 1975, Griffith launched Australia's first environmental science degree, and since then has continued to lead in areas of environmental science, education, research and practice. And to be a sustainable university is one of the 5 key goals in the Griffith 2020 vision statement of strategic direction, and the strategic plan that underpins that includes a value statement for a robust, equitable and environmentally sustainable society. And it also includes a commitment that environmental sustainability is reflected in our building design as well as our energy, water and waste management practices. Now, with 5 campuses to build and manage from here to the Queensland-New South Wales border, this is quite different locations, quite different characters for those campuses, including 2 that sit in a forest precinct, and also sitting in an area of substantial and sustained development. This is a commitment that requires some fairly complex decisions, and I'll be happy to explore that further in tomorrow's panel session. To help us meet this commitment, we've adopted a range of strategies, and I just want to briefly mention a few of these. I did tell Leanne I was going to talk for 30 minutes. She blanched. I said, no, I'll only use 5 or maybe 10. Firstly, the Griffith Environmental Loan Fund was established in 2009, and this was intended to target corporate sustainability and provide upfront loans and matching contributions to projects that reduce our environmental impact or footprint. And it's plagiarism. We stole this from the Harvard Green Loan Fund, and we're happy to recognise the fact that we're copying good practice. And to date, we've invested more than $1 million allocated to projects, and the earnings from these savings are now being returned to the fund for reinvestment in further projects, and that'll be a rolling fund in coming years. Secondly, if you come to our Nathan campus, which is about 9 kilometres south of here, you'll notice a very large construction site as you enter the campus. And this will be the country's first zero-emission teaching and research building. It's named the Samuel Griffith Center. It's a $40 million project that will open in 2013, and it includes some novel energy management technology, including a significant amount of solar power generation, some battery storage, and the first substantial large-scale hydrogen storage as metal hydride low-pressure storage. And we're very excited about both the technological and social developments that's change that's causing in the university. And when the building's complete, we'll be very pleased to see people come and visit that facility. And at the Gold Coast campus, some of you may have noticed that we're in the middle of the construction of the Gold Coast Light Rail project. This is a $1 billion mass transit project for a city that has very poor public transport infrastructure. At the moment, it's one of Australia's most ambitious public infrastructure projects, and it's intended to increase the use of public transport at the Gold Coast from a very modest 4% to something close to 15%. And as one of the anchor points of the light rail project, it's extremely important for campus development for Griffith. We have 17,000 students at the Gold Coast, so it's a large campus, and we're just right in the middle of the process of reconfiguring our master plan around these new public transport developments. I also have the fond hope that in not too many years, a visit to our Logan campus, this is our community campus about halfway between here and the Gold Coast, we'll be able to see another construction site, this time a green bus and bicycle link, including a bridge between major commercial centres, the hospital, the local TAFE and the Logan campus of Griffith University. And this project is now the subject of detailed planning and discussion with state and local governments. And more generally, in 2011, Griffith formalised its sustainability policy, and we're in the process of implementing a sustainability plan that sits underneath that policy to both advance and also to restate our practical commitment to sustainability. And just stepping back a little bit, in 2001, the Griffith Eco Center was opened as a community education sustainability centre. And this is a unique partnership between Griffith University and Education Queensland through the Toohey Forest Environmental Education Centre, and it sits in the middle of our Toohey State Forest precinct. And its mission is to develop and support environmental education through specialist programs for students, teachers and schools. The Eco Centre is also important because it houses the Secretariat for ACTS, and it's managed under the gentle and careful tutelage of Delwyn Langdon, to whom we're eternally grateful for her contribution. So Griffith is very happy to be able to continue to support ACTS in its journey as the peak body for embedding sustainability in tertiary education in Australia and New Zealand. And on that hopefully happy and positive note, we again welcome everybody to today's discussions. Thank you very much.